When we moved into our home in 2015, we put on a new deck. Sadly, we didn't really think through the whole process of what we would want down the road, and we ended up putting in a lower patio, and we wanted to tie it in up top with another patio. So I'm taking out the deck that I just put in a few years ago. We also had to remove the concrete slab that was there, so that required buying a bit and just taking it out with the tractor. Now we decided to run the patio all the way along the side of the house. In the Pacific Northwest, it gets really muddy around here. So we wanted to be able to walk completely around our house on concrete and not get in the mud or the dirt. We ran drainage along the side of the house, and we also ran conduit for electrical and for water anywhere where we needed it to go under the concrete to the other side. They put in this amazing retaining wall. I love the height of it. It's great for sitting at, and it provides a nice break from the hillside to the sidewalk. Now here you can see they've put in the form boards and put down gravel, and they were currently right here just putting in the rebar, so it's not finished, as you can see there. And you can tell we left some gaps on either side close to the house and close to the retaining wall where we're going to put rock. We wanted to keep it open just so that we can get to drainage if we need to, and so we can run some lighting along the edges. The upper patio is 30 feet by 25 feet, so that gives us a pretty large area to expand our living space. Now the crew left their stamps for the concrete here, and I just thought I would show you what they look like because I found it pretty interesting. So there's a soft one here, and then there's quite a few of these so that it can be changed up enough and look like there's different brick patterns in there rather than the same one. So the concrete is poured here and along the front. I like how they wrap things in plastic there just to protect it. And then they stamped immediately afterwards. It was really quick and it looks really amazing. And you can see it comes all the way down the sidewalk here. We ran that cobblestone pattern all the way down. And then in the front there, we just left it smooth. You can see on the edges there and did not do the cobblestone pattern. I wanted it to tie in with the aggregate that was already there, but also to tie in with the new. So I just decided to go with that look, and I'm pretty happy with it. Luckily, it's a nice day, so it'll be great to just let it cure. Let me show you a close-up here so you can see the color that we chose, which is a gray color, and as well as the texture. We decided to get it textured pretty rough, so if you're wearing flip-flops on it and there's water, you won't slip and fall. One concern I had was that the ground would come right up to the vents of the house, and I didn't want things getting in them or getting in the way of the ventilation. So I found these pretty cool things online that you can just dig down and put in and put the ground right up next to it. They're really heavy duty, so if people step on them, it'll hold the weight, and they work pretty slick and look really nice. All right, now it's time to seal that concrete. I have a brush here just to make sure that the seal is getting down into the crack, and a concrete roller with a long stick so that I can just stand and do it. And here's the concrete sealer I'll be using. We used it on the lower patio and it's held up great, so we're going to use the same on the upper. We also want it to match the lower patio, so we're just going to use the same sealant. It was a nice day, so it was perfect for putting on the sealant. We did 2 coats of this. You do the first one and then you wait 4 hours and see if it is tacky or not. If not, then you put on that second coat. It dries to a shiny, almost what looks like wet concrete look, which really pulls out the colors in the concrete that you have. So happy to have a patio. Yay! This front area turned out great. We can put our chairs on there now and they won't fall over into the dirt. I love how the side area turned out with that retaining wall. Still a lot of work to be done on it, but it's great because it's usable at this point and we can get to the other part later on this summer. I wanted to point out these large lines that they put in, which are great for the water runoff. And wanted to show you a close-up of that texture and color one more time again. Look at how well that turned out. And it ties so well in with the lower patio as well. So stay tuned. I'm sure I will have many more videos on the progress here as there's still a lot to be done.